Welcome back to Tomahawk Sports Talk. We bring you all the news and insights from Florida State athletics. I'm Blake Overbeck.
I'm Brian Essen.
And I'm Matthew Soul.
And I'm Connor Barlow.
Yes, sir. Okay.
He is the one fan who responded to who sent an email to Steve Parsons at Florida State.
Yeah, Connor's the only one that deserves to be on the podcast because he emailed. But Matthew's going to start us off with girls soccer.
Yep. Girls soccer bounces back after that 0-5 loss to Grand Valley. They improved their record to 4-1, beating Truman 4-2. McKinley Matthew with 2 goals and assists, Baylor Perry with a goal and 2 assists, and then Jaylee Smith with a goal and assist. So, yeah, girls soccer turning it back on and don't miss their stride after that. Honestly, kind of brutal loss to Grand Valley. On another note, before that, they played Chrisman, got rained out with 24 minutes left, and they will make that up. It was a 1-1 game before that. Is my mic not?
Oh, it's like you're talking like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much else to say. Hold on, I don't have their future games pulled up. Someone else go. I'll say those later.
So I'll talk about some boys volleyball news real quick while Matthew pulls up his stats that you should already have prepared.
I'm sorry.
So on the 7th, they played at Rockbridge, losing 3-0. Then they played a conference doubleheader versus Platte County and Grand Valley, losing both games 2-0. And then yesterday they played at Park Hill, but we don't have results for this game. And then Wednesday, as we're recording this, they play Raytown at home at 5. And then they have 3 more games after that until they go into the Class 2 District 6 tournament, playing at Kearney versus Ray South again, and then at Platte County to end out. So the boys kind of started the season hot there with some pivotal wins over teams like Grandview, Winnetonka, Raytown, and Kearney. And then kind of since then they've slowed down a little bit. 4 straight losses, but we don't know what the Park Hill score was. But you'd love to see them get back into the groove of things. Just disappointing stretch for them so far. Matthew, you have your...
Yeah, so tonight, Thursday, there's a Crispin game scheduled. I don't know. Is that just another game or is that the rescheduled?
It's probably the rescheduled one.
Yeah.
Or
so
wait,
it might be like a doubleheader.
Does it say is it at home or away?
It's at home.
Is there another Christmas on the schedule?
Oh, wait, no. So that's a scheduled game. So they play. That's a full game against Crispin tonight, I think, because it's a conference. They play.
Did they count the one as a tie on there? No,
it says they're making it up. Or that's what Hinckley said on Twitter. So, and then they play Ray Peck the 20th, Belton the 21st. Looks like they only got about 10 games left on their schedule, about at the halfway mark for the season. So if they could flip that back over, a little 12-4, that's a good record to go into districts with.
All right, so then I'll finish out with my section. So the boys and girls track and field teams had their Florida State Invitational meet, which sadly got rained out by the time the girls' mile was done. So only about like an hour or so of track time. Also senior night. So to kind of set the scene, it was a very heavy headwind there. So, and it was very heavy headwind. I'll just keep it at that. So in the boys 100 meter.
What does that mean?
Like when the wind is coming at your head. So if you're running the 100, then it's gonna be like way slower.
So were times like really bad?
For a varsity meet, yeah. So in the boys 100, Parker Biggs got second with 11:89, which his PR is 11:1.
Isn't there like a certain amount of wind that's like behind you where it like won't count?
Yeah, that's what at the Ray Peck meet earlier this year is like a 3.3 wind. So I know if like Jackson, his PR didn't count.
Oh really?
Yeah. So, but if it's like a headwind, it doesn't count really. And then Parker got second in the 100 meter, and then in the 4x2, the boys team of Parker Biggs, Dalton Heeman, Gavin Greer, and Kingston Sipes. If I mispronounced that, that's on me. But they got second with the 136.67, placing second in the 4x2 relay. Then in the shot put, a very abbreviated shot put since I believe it got canceled midway through. But in that abbreviated shot put, freshman Grayson Turner with a put of 12.81 got third in the shot put. And then in javelin, Ben Dorflinger got third with a personal best of 72.92, 37.92. And the 100 meter, Univa Faital got first with a mark of 13.22, and then Kamika Jackson got second with 13.52. So taking first and second is very, very important there for the Indians. Then in the 100 meter hurdles, Lacey Zorn got first, and then Bria Howard got second. Then the girls team also won the 4x2 relay by 4 seconds, which is pretty dominant win there by them. And then in the shot put, Hope Pearson got third, only missed out first by 0.09 meters. Then in high jump, Lacey Zorn got first, and then Bria Howard got third. Those two are usually hurdlers, but like we saw earlier, but the fact that they can kind of transition to high jump whenever that's been kind of lacking for the Indians so far this year, and they were able to get first and third is just very key for the Indians point-wise.
Wait, I have a question. Can someone do, like, as many events as they want?
They can do 4 max.
Does anybody actually do that?
Yeah.
Who?
Like that one dude, Kingston.
Oh, he does 4?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's just like, I think Parker does too. It's usually guys that like do sprints, because you'll see them in like multiple relays and stuff like that. And then the long jump, Oniva Faital got first with a mark of 4.35. I believe she's ranked like top 5 in class 5 right now for her long jump. And I believe she went to state for that last year, so always great to see Florida State athletes like that. And then Shelby Rawls got third with the mark of 4.73. So overall, in a very shortened meet, Florida State had some pretty great performances. And on the women's side, they actually won the meet, and even though it's pretty abbreviated, and then got second on the men's side. So
Out of
6 teams.
You said Ben PR'd, right?
Yeah.
I was just wondering, what was Woody's like? What was his javelin throw last year?
63 point something.
So Ben threw farther?
You just said
You just said he threw 70.
He messed up.
That's
much
his,
was it?
You said 72.
I thought I said 37.92.
No, you said 72, and then you said 37.
Oh.
Oh.
Because I didn't read the 3.
I thought he just out threw Woody.
No. That I wouldn't be surprised if that school record never gets touched, honestly.
I mean, he's like 30, is it meters? 30 meters farther than like everyone right now this year.
Yeah. Some around there, yeah.
Was he good in college?
Yeah. I think from what I've heard is like he's more consistent with his throws in college, since it was kind of like his 36, the big PR was kind of just not like kind of like a one-time thing, I guess, where he threw that and he threw like 6 season high 50s, but that he never really touched that mark since then. But like in college, I think he's hitting that mark consistently, which is just a good sign of progress. It's more consistency, and it's I think it's something with like collegiate coaching, just like kind of different.
Connor, you want to do boys tennis real quick?
Yeah. The boys tennis team started off with a 0-9 loss over St. Joe Central, and then they had a home meet against Ruskin with a 9-0 win. You're right over there, Eisen. Then they went to Grandview and won 4-0, and then they went to Raytown and won 8-1. And what's going on here?
Oh, brother.
Technology issues. Then they had a home game against Ray More Peculiar, which they lost 1-8, and then a bounce back at Winnetonka with a 9-0 win. And they also have a game tonight at Grand Valley at 4:00. If you guys
A match.
a match,
Yeah.
my bad, wrong vocabulary. They have a match tonight at Grand Valley at 4:00. If anyone wants to come and watch.
Do we know when tennis senior night is? Does it say on Misha?
I would
No.
say Mr. Last home game.
Oh, already?
Their last home game is Excelsior
match.
Springs. Or last home match is against Excelsior Springs at 4.
So we probably missed their senior night. Do they have a senior night?
Yeah, they have a senior night.
Okay, well, he's looking at Misha and he's like not telling me. So
Why would,
everyone
why would
has
Misha?
senior nights.
Why would Misha tell me the senior night?
It
Oh,
does
so-
for other sports.
just not boys tennis.
It doesn't show for boys baseball either.
Ours is next Wednesday against Ruskin.
Oh, for real?
Are you popping out?
I might actually have to come watch that.
Yeah, you should.
My mom said she wants to come to games.
All right, baseball. Last Wednesday we played Park Hill, where we won 4-3. Connor Harris went 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. Only 6 hits as a team. Steven Thomas had 2, but we also struck out 11 times. Their starter was committed to Missouri State, I think, but it was good that we edged out a win. And then we played Thursday and Friday, but they both got rained out. And then on Monday, Lee Summit West came to visit, and we lost 9-6. Sean Wilson actually went 3 scoreless innings to end the game. And then they brought in some dude at the end that struck out 9 in 4 innings. He was pretty good.
Is he committed anywhere?
No, he's a junior, but he was definitely throwing 88, 89.
What school was this?
Lee Summit West.
Yeah, it's kind of the Indians just beat themselves that game.
There was a lot of errors. And then on Tuesday, another trap game. We played North Kansas City in the first game of the tournament. We won 10-7. I had to come in and shut the door.
I think last year Tucker Kravitz came in and shut the door on them.
I think he did too. I got 4 outs on 11 pitches, 2 strikeouts. Aiden Bunting hit a homer. There was a lot of people with 2 hits. I had 2 hits. Connor Harris had 2 hits, and Zach Fritzmeyer had 2 hits. Their pitcher was actually kind of decent. He struck out 5 on 6 hits. And then the next guy that came in, he kind of got hit around. And then yesterday, as this airs on Wednesday, we were supposed to play Winnetonka in the tournament, but that got rained out. So we play them at 4 today, and then we'll play someone from the other side at 6. So give me a long day ahead. And Winnetonka's pitcher is pretty good. So, and then moving on to golf. On Monday, they had the Oak Park invite. Let me pull up the thing again.
You'll pull it up.
Yeah, I mean, I can't control how slow Gmail is.
Dang.
Okay, and then on Monday, they were in the Oak Park invite. I think Bogan told me it was at Paradise Point in Smithville. They had a team score of 349, and they had 2 guys in the 70s, Isaiah Parton with the 79 and Xander Hefner with the 78. So, I mean, that's especially good for Isaiah because he's been kind of struggling for his standards lately. Good for him to get back on pace. And Xander Hefner's been extremely consistent the entire year with really good scores.
Is that Wyatt Hefner's little brother?
No, they spell it differently.
Oh, okay.
And then on Wednesday, they had the North KC invite match, but there wasn't any results from that put into the thing yet. So
I was about to say, that bloodline is godly. Wyatt Hefner and Xander Hefner. The same family.
Wyatt Hefner, that's such a throwback.
Didn't he stop playing baseball?
He went to CMU for
Shout out Wyatt Hefner.
Yeah.
If you're anywhere out there watching.
He went to CMU for either a semester or a year and then stopped. I don't know what he's doing now.
Or he has a girlfriend.
He does, yeah.
I see him post on Instagram.
Yep. All right, well, I think that's all we have for this week. I'm Blake Overbeck.
I'm Brian Aston.
I'm Matthew Soul.
And I'm Connor Barlow.
We'll see you next week.